Hi, this is Mark Miller. I'm the Phoenix chapter president for Truth at Work, and I'm here to invite you to a June 2nd all-member and guest meeting we're having. At that meeting, you're going to be hearing about the future of Truth at Work from our presidents, Dave Holly and Ron Ewing, and the future of work in an AI age. If that interests you in any way, text me at 480-229-4960. Hope to see you there. How do you define AI?
You know, it's a good question. In some ways, it's a panacea. In some ways, it's a catch-all. I think that the main thing that people need to understand is that what we're dealing with in society today is that the marginal cost of one more prediction is going to zero. And so said another way, something that used to take a lot of time takes very little time. It takes very little energy. And the best way you could think about this, Mark, is that we could go back to algebra, okay, right? And arithmetic. And there was a point in time when arithmetic was expensive, right? You had to have a human do that, right? So
I'm thinking blue shaded accountants filling out logs, right? Doing the math. So that's what the cost of doing that math was, somebody sitting there doing it and filling it in and that. So now,
right? So then if you go back then to Alan Turing, right? And when they were cracking the Enigma code, right? They had to automate arithmetic. And so with that, then the marginal cost goes down. And then you start to realize, well, we can do multiple things with arithmetic, right? We can render, we can figure out trajectories, right? We can do calculations, we can shoot rockets, we can go to the moon. In fact, we can render pixels and images. So all of this cascades because and it all comes down to this. This is anytime something is a limit approaching something is a very powerful force in nature. And this.
Say that again.
Think about this.
So anytime we approach a limit.
Anytime you have like something approaching a limit, is a very powerful force in nature. And because it's almost like it kind of goes parabolic, right? Like as it starts to go towards that limit, it starts to shoot straight upwards, right? You think, so that's a mathematical concept, but the main point being is that whenever the marginal cost of something decays to nothing, almost, right? Suddenly you almost have this version of infinite. And so think about this now today. When we had the cost of arithmetic go to zero frictionally, right?
I.e. the personal computer.
Yeah, we now have all these things that come that we never could have imagined. And we're living in an age when the marginal cost of one more prediction is going to zero. So now things that you and I had to say, as you go to step off the curb onto the road, you're making predictions. What happens? Will I get hit by a car, right? This is what we do. And so we had to make these decisions. Every decision is really a prediction. This is why it's so powerful. And this is why it feels at times like this thing is thinking, but it's not. It's just doing a really good job of what is the next thing.
So AI at its core is just the ability to predict quickly and accurately?
Depends.
There we go, okay.
So think about AI and models in general. This is a term that's thrown out, a model. The basic way you could think about a model is a box of which you put something and something comes back out. It says this is
That's kind of how we think of computers, right? We put something in and it spits something back out.
Except the computers, of which AI runs on zeros and ones ultimately, right, are directionally programmed, meaning if this, then that, right? And so we would call this, on our team, a traditional algorithm. And it's deterministic in nature, right? You can kind of look at a program and know.
It's designed to get a result.
And the nice thing about that is you kind of know, given a set of inputs, what's going to happen. The challenge and why this is a big of a black box, you were asking about accurate, right? The reason why I say it depends is because there's no set of, it's all probabilistic. And so there's no set path that it's going to say, if this, then that. Okay. It says, this is most similar to this over here. This is next.
And it looks a little bit like this.
And then this is most similar to this. So without quantum computing aside, you actually have no way of knowing where it's going to go.